Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. NFL Cowboys News, it's your go-to spot for all things NFL, and today, we've got something huge to talk about. We're breaking down an exclusive interview from one of the rising stars in this year's NFL Draft, Ashton Jeanty, the standout running back from Boise State, who just crushed it at the NFL Combine. And if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, buckle up, because Jeanty has some interesting thoughts on the possibility of playing for the Cowboys in the future. You won't want to miss this one. Now, you may already know that the NFL Draft is right around the corner, and teams are scrambling to find the next game changer. Ashton Jeanty has made a name for himself as one of the most electrifying running backs in college football. From his dominant performances at Boise State to his impressive showing at the Combine, Jeanty is drawing major attention. Today, we're diving into what Jeanty had to say about his Combine experience, what it would mean to join the Dallas Cowboys, and what lies ahead for this future NFL star. Before we get into Jeanty's Combine experience and his thoughts on the Cowboys, let's take a look at how he got here. It's been an incredible journey for this rising star, and his path to the NFL hasn't been an easy one. Born and raised in the state of California, Jeanty wasn't always a household name. But once he landed at Boise State, he quickly put the college football world on notice. Over the course of his time at Boise State, Jeanty emerged as one of the most dynamic players on the field. He showed a unique ability to make defenders miss in the open field, and his top-end speed is something that caught the attention of NFL scouts early on. In just his first year as the starting running back, Jeanty rushed for over 1,000 yards and demonstrated his dual-threat capabilities, catching passes out of the backfield and contributing as a returner. His ability to turn a short gain into a massive play is what really makes Jeanty stand out. When you watch his highlights, you see a guy with the vision to find the hole, the speed to break away, and the power to finish runs. Whether he's running between the tackles or catching a screen pass and taking it to the house, Jeanty's playmaking ability is the real deal. And let's not forget, Jeanty is known for his work ethic. Behind all of those incredible on-field moments is a relentless competitor who never stops improving. Whether it's extra hours in the weight room or studying film to refine his technique, Jeanty's mentality is one of constant growth. As you know, the NFL Combine is an intense week for prospects. It's a chance for them to show off their physical traits, mental toughness, and ability to handle the pressure of a big stage. For someone like Jeanty, who's been grinding his whole life to get here, the Combine was a massive opportunity. Jeanty didn't hold back. He impressed onlookers with his performance in every drill. From the 40-yard dash to the cone drills and the vertical jump, Jeanty showcased his explosive burst and fluidity. In the 40-yard dash, he clocked in at an impressive 4.4 seconds. For a running back, that's exactly the kind of speed that NFL teams look for. Combine that with his agility and his ability to make sharp cuts, and you can see why Jeanty is so intriguing as a prospect. But it wasn't just about the physical numbers. What stood out to scouts was Jeanty's poise. He was calm, composed, and looked confident throughout the entire process. There's no question that this kid is built for the big stage. One area where Jeanty truly excelled was in the three-cone drill. This drill tests a player's ability to change direction quickly and make sharp cuts. For a running back, it's essential. Jeanty's agility was on full display as he navigated the cones effortlessly, showing that he can make defenders miss in tight spaces. Combine that with his vision and speed, and you've got a player who can be an asset in both the running game and as a receiving threat out of the backfield. But here's where it gets interesting. While his physical performance was impressive, Jeanty talked in his interview about how the mental side of the Combine really challenged him. There's a lot going on during the Combine. It's not just about what you can do on the field, it's about handling the pressure, dealing with the nerves, and making sure you stay focused through it all. But I've been training for this moment for years. So when I got there, it was just about showing what I can do. That's a mature response. It shows that Jeanty isn't just physically gifted, but he's also mentally tough, something NFL teams love to see in their prospects. Now, let's get into the really exciting part, Jeanty's thoughts on the NFL draft, and most importantly, his comments about potentially playing for the Dallas Cowboys. When Jeanty was asked about his dream destination in the NFL, he had one answer that stood out: the Dallas Cowboys. It's clear that Jeanty has a lot of respect for the Cowboys organization, and he didn't mince words when discussing the idea of wearing that star on his helmet. The Cowboys are one of the most iconic teams in the NFL. Growing up, I watched guys like Emmitt Smith and Tony Dorsett. They have such a rich tradition at running back, and to be a part of that legacy would be something special. I'd be honored to put on that jersey and help bring a Super Bowl back to Dallas. Now, this is huge. As we all know, the Cowboys have one of the most passionate fanbases in all of sports. Jeanty understands the history and expectations that come with wearing a Cowboys uniform. He's not just talking about playing in the NFL, he's talking about being part of a legacy. And as we know, the Cowboys have a history of producing great running backs. Emmitt Smith, the NFL's all-time leading rusher, and Tony Dorsett, one of the most electrifying backs of his era. These are just a few names that come to mind when we talk about the Cowboys and their history at the running back position. It's a lot to live up to, but it seems like Jeanty is ready to take on that challenge. And let's be real, the Cowboys need someone like Jeanty. With the uncertainty surrounding Ezekiel Elliott's future in Dallas and Tony Pollard taking on a bigger role, there's an opening for a young, talented back to step in. Jeanty could be that guy. Pollard has been impressive, but he's not a traditional every-down back. Jeanty brings a perfect balance of power and finesse, and with his ability to catch passes out of the backfield, he could be a perfect complement to Pollard in the backfield. As we all know, the NFL draft is one of the most exciting times of the year. Teams are making decisions that will impact their franchises for years to come. For Jeanty, this is the moment that will define his future. For Jeanty, this is his shot to make his mark, and based on everything we've seen from him so far, there's no doubt that he'll hear his name called on draft night. Whether it's the Cowboys or another team, Jeanty is poised to be a major contributor at the next level. So, what do you think? Could Ashton Jeanty be the next big star in Dallas? Or do you think another team will scoop him up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more NFL draft coverage. I'll be back with more updates soon.